What a way to start the day. I pull the ramps off the trailer and Larry hitched a ride with us all the way from the house. And he's out here with us at FL2K.
Oh, yeah.
What you doing back here, Larry? Oh, he's ready to go back in. Oh. What do you think you're doing, Larry? You could have fell off on the highway. All right, I guess we'll just let you hang out. Watch us race. I feel like the first time we see you, every time I just walk over to you two-stepping this thing.
Oh yeah, dude. You gotta check it wherever you're at, right?
Gotta check that launch control wherever you go, and look who it is.
Yes, sir.
My favorite person in the world.
Well, thank you. I'm probably your second or third or fourth, but you know, I'm
deep
up there.
down, you're my favorite.
You're mine too.
Brent's out here in Florida. Jamie's actually been down here a couple days, but he's been in the background.
I've been here like a week.
He was there when we found out the rod bolts weren't tight on the 240.
That was rough.
I pulled the oil pan off.
I had to pull wide
Yeah.
aside, and I was like, "Tell me that was staged."
It was.
Yeah, I was.
We
hoping.
definitely did it for a video, obviously. I didn't purposely. I mean, I did purposely do that, you know.
That was rough.
Oh, Mr. Streetcar Takeover.
My God. What's up, man? Good to see you.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up?
That's really Kyle's favorite
I heard
person.
you saying over there making a racket, so I figured I'd come over and see what's up.
It is FL2K time, boys. We just rolled up. They're actually already about to go hot with the first round of qualifying, so we got to go ahead and get the NSX in line here and qualify. But they're going to be running qualifying for a while, so I'm not too worried about it. And then today is just the roll race day, so we're going to be focused on this thing right here. But we don't have too much time, so let's get her in line.
See what she does.
All right, we got the NSX in the line here for the roll races. There are some serious cars out today, guys. We got a whole bunch of GTRs, fully built Vipers, Mustangs, Supras, and if you look up there, several twin turbo Lamborghinis, twin turbo R8s. Someone actually just went 208 miles an hour. The roll race cars are not messing around. It's like me and this other RSX. We're the only Hondas in this class, and every other car is a very serious car. There's also a Subaru back there. He kind of sticks out a little bit, but yeah, these guys aren't messing around. This RSX is actually really fast as well. All-wheel drive, 1,000 horsepower. I think it drops close to 170. So yeah, we're gonna be making our first pass here soon, boys. So I changed quite a few things on the tune in the NSX since we last roll raced it at an event, because I've turned it pretty far down for doing all of the street stuff and taking people along for rides, because on the street it just could not put that kind of power down. So I bumped a couple numbers up, but fourth gear's still pretty turned down overall. So we're just gonna kind of see what it does. I don't want to go balls to the wall in qualifying. Like I said, there's some really fast cars out here, and they're splitting the roll race classes up into either 2 or 3 different groups depending on how fast you go in qualifying. And I do not want to be in the fastest class, because there's just cars that would simply outgun me out here. So I'm hoping I can stay more in the middle pack, and then I can actually win my group that I am paired up with. So yeah, we'll see what she does, but I'm gonna try to keep her, you know, maybe somewhere in the mid 160s at the most. That's all I would want to do. Even low 160s, high 150s, we should be good to go.
Hey, the Boosted Boys right here in this NSX, nasty little K-swap sequential transmission having unit. So the Boosted Boys and the Acura NSX. This is the old school Gen 1 NSX coming out over here on the right-hand side, and the V10 Audi over on the left-hand side. We're going to go ahead and send Kyle on the NSX right lane. Again, that's got that new school Honda K-Power under the back of it, not the V6. Yeah, you know a little bit about this, I guess? Man, I'm a fan. I watch all.
Not bad, 152.
Not bad.
last qualifying pass in the NSX, we went 152 miles an hour, and I did let out pretty early on that because honestly I had no idea how quick we were going. The car's definitely turned way down from what it was last time at FL2K. We had to turn it way down for the street with all the, you know, street driving I was doing. But we'll go ahead and bump this thing back up and get this thing back into the 160s. All right, boys, let's see what she does.
Woo, 161.
Dang it. Yeah, that first gear start's not gonna work. I don't know what it's doing in first, but it has a hiccup. I have to go to second. Hey, not bad though, 161. That's right where we want to be.
Pretty decent, my guy.
Not bad, but first gear was bucking and...
Yeah, that was not good.
First gear is a no-go. It was just banging and popping, bucking.
Might have to try and brake stand second to get it to spool.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to go for second. But I mean, it went 161, which is right where we want to be to probably qualify. I don't want to go too much faster than that. We know the car has another 10 mile an hour in it on top of that if we really turn it up. So we'll see where we qualify there. I don't know if they're going to show the list in real time here or not, but we will maybe make another run if we need to. But if not, we'll probably be sitting pretty good there. But I should probably do one more just to make sure it can leave good in second and kind of figure that out. Yeah. We have a couple more for practice, so it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. Pretty decent though.
Not bad.
Getting there.
Well, guys, I may have an unfortunate update on the NSX here. We went to kind of just shuffle the cars around, and we were just moving it briefly. And as I was turning it around, it had a really loud pop come out of the transmission. Not sure what it was. Everything was fine. We made 2 qualifying passes, drove it back to the pit sign. Everything was shifting good. Literally just turning it around, it almost sounded like maybe something in the diff popped because I was turning, but it sounded pretty rough. And I don't know if it's going to be bad enough to where we might have to call it here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out again and see if it makes this noise again, but I don't know, with how fast this car is and with how expensive these transmissions are, if it does it again or just sounds weird, we might have to call it, because I don't know, it was a pretty gnarly pop. I don't know what happened in there, but let's go ahead and pull it out real quick.
Oof. There it is. Yeah, that does not sound good. Yeah, it doesn't sound very good.
Something in the trans does not have.
Yeah. Try going to the right again and just see if it'll do it again.
Even when I'm letting up on the clutch,
It sounds very chattery.
It feels like it's binding up almost.
Yeah.
Bad enough to where I don't want to do any more damage to this transmission. And another
I just
thing
hate for it to lock up or something.
Yeah, I mean, another thing to consider, the NSX doesn't have a roll cage, and if we make it far, I mean, honestly, with how that sounds, I feel like we make another hit, something's gonna go bad in that trans.
Yeah.
That's how bad that noise is.
Yeah, it sounds very chattery when you're like coming off the clutch. It
Yeah.
sounds like it's really chattery back there, so I don't know.
I mean, I'm not completely surprised. This is the transmission that we slapped together right before I let Amelia drive it, and I got the transmission done because we were going to the Lamolets race, and I knew there was going to be a lot of other YouTubers there, so I wanted to try to bring the NSX there to get reactions. So we slapped that thing together with Brent. We were up to like 1 in the morning just making the sequential work with what we have, and we've made it this far with it. It's done a lot, and I mean, it had used like bad bearings, like just questionable parts, boys. Stuff you didn't see on camera, but I was like, it'll ride for a while.
An already burnt 5th gear,
So,
like.
Yeah, because we had to fix it once from the original brake from when I bought it. It broke a gear or whatever. Or that bearing came apart. But yeah, I don't know. The transmission probably needs to come out, and it's due for like a good refresh with some new parts because I didn't give it the attention it needed the first time. But I got what I wanted out of it. But unfortunately, right when we're here in an event, when we need it to work the most, it's making an issue, which sucks. And I mean, we took my dad for riding it, all those other people, and I've been driving it around. It's been fine, but of course today is the day it decided to check out, and I just don't think it's safe to continue. So I think we're gonna park the NSX up, unfortunately, which I know it sucks because I know a lot of you guys want to see it go, but it is what it is. We got to put ourselves first here, not destroy the car more than we already might have, and risk it by going out there. So hope you guys understand. It's nice to see this thing with a block that's not split in half.
Yeah, you know, here, the last time I was here, we actually dumped 8 valves too.
Oh yeah, that was at Gainesville
Yep,
for
that
Sick
was
Week.
here. Yep.
Yeah, there was a lot of good and bad memories at Gainesville last year for Sick Week. You were out here breaking your car. Brent was out here with Shane and CRX last time you were out at Gainesville for Sick Week, and you guys swapped the whole engine.
Probably right about where that truck is.
Literally in this same area.
I felt so bad because like we had a good
That's how-
one and done pass, and I'm like, this never happens.
Yeah.
We gotta hit the road. Have fun with that one, guys.
We had fun. It was neat. Even go back and watch us swap out, rebuild it, and swap an entire engine right here on the ground.
Your oil stains are probably still out there somewhere.
It's an outline of Shane. Looks like a
Silhouette, like a crime scene. It's just his
Yeah, like
body like all oiled out
like
from
a
where
snow angel.
from where
but
he was
it's
because he was laying on the ground working on it.
Yeah.
It's an oil angel.
Fits us perfectly, honestly.
What you think of the carbon doors?
They are sick. Even better in person.
You know, it's weird to hear you say that because I thought you were going to be so against them because I remember you saying you want the hatch to stay how it's always looked and just OG and not clean.
I do like that. It still has that look, you know, but it's lighter.
It's not too bad. Yeah, I got those fancy new doors on there.
I mean, it still has everything under the dash.
Yeah, it still has our Coke box from the Florida Journey. I don't know if I can ever get rid of that. The duct
She's
tape
great.
blower motor right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
I miss this car. The doors feel solid. That you hear that close?
yeah, they're pretty
That's
nice.
how you know it's good. When they close like that, that's sweet.
Yeah, I mean,
Rear wheels, those are nice.
Yeah, depending on how fast we go, we might end up in the class with Jamie. You never know what could happen.
I'm really anxious to see how fast the hatch goes here. I'm really anxious.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think it's gonna go much faster than Bradenton because that was all the way turned up.
This is the engine out of the van. It is stronger.
It is the Routacy
sleek.
motor.
You can max the turbo to oblivion, and this engine won't care.
I think we'll do some qualifiers, and depending who we go against, that line to the gate might just have to come off, and we'll see what she
Wouldn't
does.
that be something?
That'd be awesome.
Ah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and also I don't know if you heard, but you're in town just in time because, you know, last time you were here, the trans in the NSX broke, and now it's making a noise again.
It's that time again.
So
I'm swapping a tranny
I
again.
feel like you might be bad luck because right when you're in town, it's like you're bad luck,
good luck.
but you're bad luck. But then I have a hand to help me fix your bad luck.
Yeah, right?
Because
We're like doing the tranny in this one.
the only other time the trans broke was when you were in town. So we might have to pull this thing out. Nah, I've been racing it
on the
street
on the Mexico.
on the Mexico road,
Yeah.
legally to the speed limit. I have been.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It does get pushed like it does here.
Yeah, she's making a noise though, boys, like we said before, so didn't want to risk it. It was about to either be really expensive or really dangerous because something
sure
could
looks
lock
beautiful.
up in there. Yeah, it looks good at least.
It is beautiful.
That's
We'll
racing.
get her fixed and be back.
I'm just happy you're here.
I'm happy you're here.
Dang, guys, I'm so bummed the NSX broke because we are number 2 qualifier in the roll race class for the slightly slower section than the big dogs. And this is right where we wanted to be. We ran a 161.3. We had one guy above us with a 161.6. They allow 10 mile an hour over the number 1 qualifier of the section. So we would have a breakout of 171.6, which is right where the NSX, you know, loves to be turned up. You know, if you look at the pairing here, where are we at? I'd be with M. Roger. Our first pair up would have been a guy with a 122 mile an hour Honda. Dude, I think we could have done really well, but you know, is what it is.
Dang it.
Till next year.
Till next year.
Well guys, unfortunately that's a wrap for today since the NSX is a little hurt. We don't want to risk it, like we said, so we got the cars parked up, but we will still be here throughout the weekend, and now it looks like it is up to the hatch to do something. I'm really glad we ended up bringing the hatch, because the original plan was to only bring the NSX, and if we did that, then we would have been out and we wouldn't have had that much fun. But luckily we brought the hatch with us, so hopefully we can have a good day of racing tomorrow and the following days this weekend and go from there. But we're gonna get out of here for right now, but I'm really happy Brett and all the guys are in town. I think they're swinging by the house later tonight, so we're just gonna chill today.